Hi everybody, Rob, Milwaukee Garden Machinery. Following on from last week's video, and if you haven't seen last week's video, you might watch it next week, so this will be the week before. But anyway, we are looking at Milwaukee battery kit, specifically today, the pole pruner, extendable pole pruner. I popped over to Ground Fest, which is like a show for all the kit that's on the market nowadays, last week. And the guys at Milwaukee said, take it, see what you think. So we don't sell this stuff yet, possibly. Still negotiating, still thinking. Anyway, so this video is basically a purely information video on what it does, whether it's effective. There are many ranges out there nowadays, and you can all get swamped by information. And it's just looking at something different. So anyway, so this is the extendable pole pruner. We'll go for a few boring facts first. Not as boring, but you know, a bit of the. So we are running the 8 amp hour high output M18 battery. All the batteries work in it. The new Forge battery, which is their lighter weight battery with the same power, will fit in. So that's good. If you guys have got power tools from Milwaukee, those batteries, as long as it's got M18 set up, it'll fit in their garden range. So that's good. Motors down the bottom end. You obviously got your extendable pole pruner, which will show you. So you've got a lot of the manufacturers have gone to this like twist grip. Used to be like just a clip, and they used to break off and they're crap. So we've gone to this twist grip. So we can extend it all the way out to so. I don't know if you can see that in shot, but that's quite a long bit of equipment. And then you can stop it anywhere in between. You can stop it halfway if you need to, fully adjustable. And then we come to the chain at the end. So we're running a 3 HP 1.1 on a 12-inch bar. All right, guys. So nice chunky bit of chain, and they've got the oil reservoir at the end. Like with any chainsaw, whether it's battery, petrol, electric, always make sure you got your oil. All right, because that's going to lubricate the bar, make everything a lot easier. So that's basics. So we are going to now put this into some good use on a tree above a shed in the yard. So we shall see what happens. You don't need earmuffs for this sort of stuff, but if you want to, you can do it. It's really quiet. If you're working under the tree, yes, a hard hat is probably advisable. I think we made a video last year of me doing the wolf material, and it fell on my head. I haven't learnt yet because I haven't put a hard hat on yet, but I've got glasses this time. And don't forget some gloves. I'm going to put it on its fullest extension because trees always seem further away than you think they are. And we shall have a go. So most pole pruners, they come with like a hook there. So like you saw then, I did a bit of a cut. It gets stuck in a tree because this is a real gnarly old tree. So you can get you just grab the branch and pull it down with a hook, saves you sort of going up, climbing. All right, so we'll take a bit more we'll go a bit higher. Right, we're going to shorten it down a bit. It's difficult to talk and do like tree pruning because, to be fair, it's quite a heavy unit. I haven't done tree pruning for years, so I'm probably out of shape, to be fair. That's probably the real reason. But when you're concentrating where you're cutting, it's kind of, you forget to talk. So I'll talk about how it cuts after I've done the video, but step back a second. If someone hadn't parked my digger in the way, it'd be a lot easier to get there. We're going to try and get a bit over there on the left hand side, and then we shall move to a different tree. But first impressions, cut's nice, it's quick, really quick. We did the little hatchet video on some pallets earlier in the week, and that was rapid through the pallets. You know, I cut a few up this morning, and it was literally, it whizzed through quicker than any other battery chainsaw I've used so far. I've got a petrol pole pruner, and at the moment this seems like it cuts through it a hell of a lot quicker. It might be because there's less noise, and but it seems to rocket through it like impressively quick. Right, so we're going to stop on that tree. Before I get any comments of, you haven't pruned that right, you should have pruned it there and take it. This tree will probably come down at some point. It's over the shed. It's, we just need to cut it all back. We're probably going to put a new building there. So it's kind of a demo tree, should we call it. So yes, I haven't pruned it properly, but in essence of testing the video for the pole pruner, it proved to be the perfect tree. So, in conclusion, and I'm guessing you guys are wanting a conclusion, first time using it, first time seeing it, you can't say it's bad. It cuts really well. That it's gnarly old bit of tree. It's easy. The biggest thing is the weight of the machine. I think when you use it more and more, you get used to it. Like I said, you know, I haven't done outdoor work now for a fair few years, so probably it's my conditioning, some of it is, but little bits at a time, this thing just rockets through timber. I mean, what was we cutting up there? Probably the biggest we did was a 2-inch cut, probably, and it was seconds. You know, it just, and it didn't clog, it didn't drop any power. It just sliced through it for a hot knife through butter. A lot of that will be, as a caveat, chain. You know, if you've got a blunt chain, you could have the best tool in the world. Ain't going to do diddly squat, all right, guys? So you need to keep this chain nice and sharp. There is a new chain on there, so that does help. But overall, a really good bit of kit. But then saying that, and I'm going to throw the caveat in there, the steel one's really good as well that we sell. So a lot of it will be down to your personal preference and manufacturer. You know, they're all the big boys, you know, Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, dare I mention it, Husqvarna. But they're all going to do a job, and it'll be down to your own personal preference whether you like the kit. But in terms of, this is basically a brand new bit for us to try today. It is good. You can't say it's not. It's nice that the batteries interchange between, yes, they've got their outdoor garden side that they're expanding ever more, but it's nice that if you are a Milwaukee person, it fits into all your power tools as well. So that's a nice changeover. But on the whole, yeah, it's good, guys. You know, it'll do a job. And one thing I can testify with Milwaukee gear in general, you can give it a good beating and it always comes back for more the next day. I can testify that Milwaukee gear is very hardy, okay? So that's not an excuse to not look after your kit, all right? That's not me saying, yeah, Rob said you can just chuck it in the back of your van and leave it. You look after it, it'll look after you even longer. But if you do happen to just drop it off a ladder or out of a tree, the batteries bounce really well, The rep tested it with me last week in the car park. He just threw it on the tarmac. I did wince a bit when he did it because it was like a £200 battery, but it's fine. Nat's just asked me mark out of 10. I would say it's going to have to be like 8 or 9 out of 10. The way it cut through that timber was just effortless. And I said, a lot of that may be down to the chain, but once you get over the weight, it was easy. There was no struggling at all, apart from me being an idiot getting it stuck in a branch. But it's up there. It's up there as a good bit of kit. Basically, guys, that's my honest roundup of the Milwaukee pole pruner, the extendable one. So as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on the next one.